from my perspective, especially doing this deep dive again with all these albums, what I gathered from it is that there's a lot of really good songs that could have been so much better if they were better produced. My overall thinking of it.
Yeah, I think it comes through completely in that episode. I don't think there's anybody that actually can hear that would say that that the sound was good on that record. It's a shame the production wasn't great. I don't know exactly how to put it, but I guess the arrangement of some of the songs could have used some work, but it makes my mind start running about Dynasty and Unmasked. If KISS could go back and redo those albums and make them hard rock albums, or go to Carnival of Souls and make it a hard rock album and not a grunge album, like how would they turn out? I mean, this is something we're never going to know. But God, I would love.
You know what? At the end of the day, though, it's still it's their part of their history, the highs, the lows, you know. But yeah, you go back and you say those are good songs, you know.
But I just wonder, like, if you change the production of Shandy, like, and you got rid of that pop disco sound, like, and you made Shandy like a hard rock song, what would it sound like, and what would it be?
Well, I always like, I mean, when you got songs of all kinds and you change it up and you kind of put it in a different genre, it's always interesting to see how it turns out too. Yeah. A lot of bands do that with different songs, so it would be interesting. I mean, I like the Dynasty album a lot, so I actually like the disco version of that. But it would be pretty cool to hear more of a rocking type tune. But that's also when we're on to Unmasked.
And look, yeah, I've watched enough interviews. Paul throws Gene under the bus, and Gene throws Paul under the bus. They just do it less,
right?
And they throw Ace and Peter under the bus. And every interview you hear with Ace has got something he has to say to throw. Usually it's Paul. It's not as much Gene. Usually when he says something about Gene, it's more of a joke. Yeah. And it ends with, I love Gene, or Gene knows I'm fooling with him. When Ace talks about Paul Stanley, I think there's a legitimate issue there. And the same thing with Paul Stanley. When Paul Stanley talks about Ace or Peter, there's bad intentions in the statement. That's how it comes across.
The impression that I've always gotten, right, and whether they're demons or what the demons that they had inside them, Peter and Ace, to me, it always came across like if you had to put words on it, Gene and Paul were like, we had a plan and we had a path, and you guys jumped off the path. Like, I think that they feel jaded, almost like a marriage where somebody kind of bails after a certain period of time.